Watching Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania already? Well, to be honest, we didn't really like the movie that much, and many other viewers found it quite underwhelming for multiple reasons, with an important factor being Kang's weak portrayal. Real Marvel fans know just how powerful Kang is, and the way he was shown in the movie is something we didn't like. But we might see different variants of Kang in upcoming movies, and maybe we'll be able to see just how powerful and capable he is. In this video, we'll talk about some of the most powerful Kang variants you might not know about. Grab your popcorn and have a seat, because you're in for a hell of a ride, and some massive spoilers, so be aware. And let's start without any further delay. Number 10. Kid Immortus. As the name suggests, Kid Immortus is the younger version of the mighty Immortus, a Kang variant we'll surely discuss later on in this video. Even though he hasn't fully become Kang yet, his powers are truly terrifying. He has the ability to change someone's size apart from his own. He possesses a growth pollen that he got from an alien world, and he uses it to enlarge his armies, which includes the growing man. Maybe this variant of Kang might have defeated Scott Lang in the Quantumania. Kid Immortus exists centuries before his more popular versions. He embodies immense power, strength, and knowledge, making him a freakishly intelligent and powerful opponent. An Avenger-level threat? Maybe. Number 9. Scarlet Centurion. Kang once briefly adopted a new identity after meeting Dr. Doom in the Fantastic Four Annual Number 2 comic. This variant wears a pretty strong armor, with some cues from Dr. Doom's armor. The one thing that makes this armor different from what Doom possesses is the future technology that Kang has integrated into it to make him even more unstoppable. However, in terms of ability, it's not too different from what Kang had before. He can be seen in the Scarlet Centurion form against the Avengers in Avengers Annual Number 2 in 1968. As a matter of fact, there are multiple Scarlet Centurions that exist in the multiverse, including Kang's son, Marcus, who we might see in the MCU if the producers decide to go all in with the Kang storyline. Number 8. Victor Timely. Kang, being probably the most intelligent figure in the MCU, decided to travel back in the year 1901 as Victor Timely. This version of Kang set up a new town from scratch named Timely in Wisconsin and started researching and inventing things long before they were developed. For instance, he introduced robots in the early 1900s. He possesses all the basic Kang powers, along with the knowledge other Kang variants possess. He can also go back and forth to Kang's temporal kingdom, Chronopolis. Victor Timely first appeared in Avengers Annual Number 21 in 1992. However, the significance of this variant goes way back in Marvel's history. His knowledge and experimentation led him to creating the first original android, Human Torch, from Timely Comics, which is Marvel's real-world predecessor for those who don't know. Number 7. Iron Lad. As most of us already know, Tony Stark, aka the OG Iron Man in the MCU, died in Avengers Endgame after snapping Thanos out of existence. At his funeral, we saw a kid, and no one knew who he was. There are many speculations about who this kid might be. One of the strongest and most obvious speculations was that the kid at the funeral could be Iron Lad. For those who don't know, Iron Lad is the founding member of the Young Avengers, which contains multiple already established MCU characters. However, one thing that many don't know is that Iron Lad is a teenage Kang variant. He possesses an armor that enables him to fly, along with having great strength, endurance, and various futuristic features that Tony Stark's armors have had in the past. This Kang variant fights its future self, and he uses his ability to change his shape just with his thoughts to his advantage. He can also operate independently without his armor. Looks like we gotta watch out for the Iron Lad in future MC movies. Number 6. Kamala Kang. We were introduced to the Pakistani Muslim Marvel superhero Kamala Kang in the Miss Marvel series, streaming exclusively on Disney+. Now, Kamala is one of the purest and jolliest characters in the MCU, possessing incredible power and strength. But did you know that even Kamala Khan has a more powerful and potentially evil variant in the multiverse? Kamala Kang appeared in the 2018 Infinity Wars comic book, where Gamora managed to fold reality and fuse many characters to create various new fusion characters, like Kamala Kang. Not only was this variant of Kang super smart and tech-savvy, but she also retained her unique shape-shifting powers. During her existence, she turned out to be one of Kang's most powerful variants. Number 5. Lang the Conqueror from the Ultimate Comics. If you've read the Ultimate Comics Wolverine series, you might not know about the powerful Kang variant that appeared in that storyline. This Kang appeared in the 4th installment of this comic series, when he came from Earth 1610. Just like Kang Kamala, this variant was a woman, and she came up with a plan to change time and revert the horrible destruction the Ultimatum Wave unleashed in New York City. Many heroes died during this wave, including Franklin Storm. Later on, she also revealed that she's a variant of Sue Storm. The Earth 1610 Kang not only had the trademark Kang power and knowledge, but she also had the ability to become invisible. Moreover, she possesses powers like teleporting and shape-shifting that no other incarnations have. Number 4. Immortus. We spoke about just how powerful Kid Immortus is. Well, here's the mighty Immortus, a supervillain that possesses the power and talent most Kang variants possess. However, on top of that, Immortus is a lot more knowledgeable. He was taught about time and the truly cosmic powers of the Timekeepers, giving this future version of Kang extraordinary power, ability, potential, and knowledge. He also used these powers to delete various alternate timelines for the Timekeepers. He was also trying to become the ruler of all time. Another thing he did that shows just how power-driven and cruel this Kang variant is that he also exterminated various Nexus beings, including Scarlet Witch, who happens to be the Nexus being of her reality. Number 3. Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. We've already talked about how Kang combined with Kamala Kang to become a super powerful Kang variant. However, the cross we're going to talk about here probably makes one of the most powerful Kang variants. It's Doom, the Annihilating Conqueror. We previously discussed how Iron Lad was actually a Kang variant instead of Tony Stark's successor. Well, this ultra-powerful Kang variant forms when Iron Lad ultimately succumbs to his inbuilt evil tendencies and fuses with Dr. Doom and Annihilus to become Doom the Annihilating Conqueror. Not only does this Kang variant possess Kang's powers, but also Dr. Doom's sorcery and genius. Number 2. Cronus Tut. Cronus Tut is a Kang variant appearing in the Spider-Boy Team-Up #1 comic. It was one of the few DC Marvel crossover comics to ever exist. It was published by Amalgam Comics, and if you ever manage to find this comic online or in a bookstore, we highly recommend reading it. It's incredible. Now, coming back to this Kang variant, Cronus Tut combined most of Kang's powers with the Time Trapper, giving him extraordinary abilities that allowed him to control time on his own. This powerful Kang variant also perceived how these two massive comic universes had fused together. Some of the feats you'll read in this novel are pretty hard to execute in movies. Are we going to see Cronus Tut in an MCU movie? Well, considering that it's a DC Marvel crossover character, it's highly unlikely that we'll ever see this Kang variant on screen. Honorable mentions: Mr. Griffin. Before talking about the most powerful Kang variant ever to exist, here's an honorable mention that we really wanted to add to the list. Mr. Griffin founded Quang Industries, and if you've seen the Disney Plus series, Loki, you would have known exactly what I'm talking about. There's a pretty noticeable Easter egg in episode 5. If you missed it, do check it out now. Griffin has almost the same powers and abilities that other Kang variants possess, but on top of that, Griffin also managed to prove his singular technological skill by commandeering Vision. He also reprogrammed the android to his advantage during his fight against the Avengers. We've seen Vision pick up Thor's hammer in Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, in this comic, Griffin's Vision nearly defeated a fully stacked Avengers roster, including the likes of Miles Morales and Ms. Marvel, and he was also able to wrest the hammer of Jane Foster Thor. Pretty incredible, right? Number 1. Prime Kang. Prime Kang can be considered the first variant of Kang to ever exist in the multiverse. He is also arguably the most powerful version of Kang, with exceptional intellect, willpower, and cunningness. He wears a super advanced battle armor suit from the 31st century, which augments his significant strength, stamina, and powers. He also has a massive spaceship named Damocles Base that's shaped like a sword. This ship contains an endless number of scarabs, who are basically Prime Kang's foot soldiers who conquer the worlds for him. We do hope to see Prime Kang in the MCU at some point. So that's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button, and to keep watching amazing videos like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss out on updates from us. Till then, see ya!